Mise en place doesn't start with a recipe. It starts up here in your brain. You want to organize, think through, make sure that you have a plan for everything that you're going to do before you start to do it. What equipment are you going to need? What food are you going to need? Where are you going to do the prep for this recipe? What's going to happen to it afterwards? Do you need to turn on an oven? Do you need to turn on a steamer? Is there going to be space in the walk-in? So just have everything thought through as you go through the process before you begin. First step on this is going to be to read through the recipe, and that means the entire recipe. If you've got a recipe like this one for garden salad, you can see that you've got ingredients down one side, but that's not reading through the recipe simply to identify what ingredients are in there. You need to find out not only what ingredients there are, but are they going to have to be washed or prepped? Once that recipe is thoroughly understood, you're ready to proceed with gathering things together. So collect a sheet tray, do as many things as you can with one trip. Remember that you've made notes on either the recipe that you can take with you or on a small note card so that you can take that with you, and make sure that you get everything in as few steps as possible.
Using Mise en Place often saves time, but almost always saves you steps. That lets you keep your energy for other tasks you've got to do. To show you how this works, we put cameras on 2 of our team members to catch what happens as they start to prepare a side garden salad. Shouldn't be too hard to gather the ingredients, shouldn't take too many steps to get going. Well, let's see what happens. The team member on the left is using Mise en Place. She reads through the recipe, the entire recipe, not just the ingredient list. Then she takes the recipe with her, gets a sheet pan, and collects everything she needs in one trip. The team member on the right isn't using Mise en Place. She reads the first ingredient, goes to get it, looks at the ingredient list for the next item, gets that, and so on. You can see who's ready to cook first, and you can probably guess who'll be more tired at the end of the day.
Mise en place. It's a way to organize your day, a way to think through things. Really, it's simple. Read through an entire recipe, make sure that you have everything you're going to need, make sure that you've got the foods, the equipment, make sure that your space is ready for you when you're going to start and where you're going to work, not somebody else in there already. Make sure that you prep the food, that you measure the food, that you chop the food if you need to. Make sure your equipment is on hand, ready, clean. Any large equipment that needs to be turned on, make sure it's on and ready to go. And you do all of those things before you actually start to assemble the ingredients. Mise en place, it takes a lot of time up front, at least it will seem that way in the beginning. But once you get the hang of it, once it becomes a habit, you're going to find out it saves you a lot in the long run. It works. I hope you'll give it a try.